Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And up in today's episode, we've got a massive game. First of all, we've got West Ham away from home, and then we face Chelsea at home to wrap up the episode. So good news is we come in today's episode outside of the relegation zone. Of course, the last episode there was absolutely brilliant. Back-to-back wins after going about almost 15 games without a win. It was really, really incredible. Also, what I forgot to mention in the last episode was that was actually our first away league win of the season, away to Aston Villa. Since then, we won one more away game as well. So, away to West Ham, first of all, they're sitting 18th in the league. We're sitting 14th in the league. Now we know we can win away from home. We've certainly got a chance in the first game, and it's really, really important that we get something from the game. As you can see here, we are out of the relegation zone, but only by 2 points. Look how tight it is down here. There's only 2 points between us in 14th and West Ham in 18th. If we do beat West Ham today away from home, we will guarantee to be at least 5 points clear of the relegation zone. So that is really, really important. And also one thing I do worry about coming towards the end of the season now is our goal difference. It's not a mile worse than the other teams, but it is worse than all the other teams apart from Middlesbrough and Stoke, who are, well, pretty much doomed already, you could say. But we're only -3 worse than Southampton and West Ham, so it's not that bad. And of course, if we beat West Ham today, we will add some to our goal difference and take away some from theirs. But of course, the most important thing is wins. And we've proved that we can win games in recent times. Not been a great run of form, but we have started to win games, which is great. And it would be nice to see ourselves get a little bit of distance from us in the relegation zone. But of course, the most important thing is that we just stay up come end of the season. And we are firmly in a very, very interesting last 8 games of the season. 8 cup finals, they say. So hopefully we can pick up at least one win in today's episode. Also, at home to Chelsea. Of course, we are underdogs in that game. But, you know, sitting 6th in the league, got home advantage there. I feel like we've got a slight chance to win that game as well. But the most likely one is away to West Ham, of course. Anyway, since the recent episode, we've only won one game since the last episode, I think. But, of course, we won 2 great games in that episode. Beating Villa away 2-1, which was sensational. Didn't deserve it, but we got the win, which was great. And, of course, beat local rivals Southampton 4-0 at home. Always love to beat Southampton 4-0 at home. That's very nice. After that, unfortunately, we got knocked down in the FA Cup 5th round to Stoke. We lost the game 1-0. Is that a blessing in disguise, though? I don't know. Possibly. We weren't realistically going to win the FA Cup, was we? Obviously got a chance, but yeah, not really too important in the FA Cup in this season, just about securing survival. So we're out of the FA Cup. I did try and win the game, though. I didn't set up with a reserve 11, anything like that. We just couldn't win the game, unfortunately. After that, we made it 2 losses in a row in the league, though. We lost away to Leicester 2-0, which was disappointing. And then we lost at home to Newcastle 3-2. We actually won 1-0 up in this game as well through David Helm. And then they had an 8-minute period where they scored 3 goals, 2 from Isak and 1 from Mudryk. Aguiar made it 3-2 in the game, but unfortunately we couldn't get anything else out of the game. At least we started to score goals again, which is nice. Of course, we got 2 against Everton and Villa, 4 against Southampton as well, and 2 against Newcastle, albeit with a loss. After that, though, we managed to be on the right end of a 3-2. We beat Nottingham Forest 3-2 away from home in a massive game at the bottom there. This is a massive, massive win for us. Again, we're quite lucky to count this game with a win, to tell you the truth. Nottingham Forest created more chances than us. They went 1-0 up in the game for a penalty. We made it 1-1. They went 2-1 up in the game as well through Wan-Bissaka. We made it 2-2 for Renier, and then they got, which was the key moment of the game, Ryan Yates got sent off in the 60th minute. We capitalised on that. Ito got a goal in his 68th minute, first goal for the club, and we won this massive game 3-2. As I said, you need a little bit of luck when you're down here at the bottom of the table. We certainly got some luck in this game away to Nottingham Forest, also away to Aston Villa as well. But as I said, away to Villa was our first away win of the season in the league, and we backed it up with a away win against Forest as well. So away to West Ham here, we can certainly believe that we've got a chance to win the game. Also, West Ham are sitting 3rd from bottom, so of course we've got a chance to win the game. If we get a draw in the first game against West Ham, I don't think that's a terrible result. As long as you don't lose the game, I'll be fairly satisfied with that. And just before the episode, played Arsenal at home, and unfortunately we got battered 4-0 in this game. It was it was a very nervy start to the match. We were 3-0 down after 27 minutes. David Helm, very frustrated up the top there. He got sent off after 63 minutes as well. Unfortunately for us, they only added 1 more goal in the second half. So we avoid a cricket scoreline here, but of course losing 4-0 at home is never nice. But as I said before in the last episode, I don't really care about these games against Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, Man City. The key games are the games that we've won so far. We beat Southampton at home. We beat Forest away from home as well. These are 2 teams fighting relegation, and away to West Ham as well, of course. And I think that's the only teams we've got to face in and around the relegation zone. After that, we've got a ridiculously hard period. After this West Ham game, we've got Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, Man City. So we could well be in the relegation zone after these 4 games, and it makes it even more important, this first game away to West Ham, because realistically, we shouldn't pick up not even 1 point out of those 4 games. Biggest chance we've got probably is at home to Chelsea, so yeah, don't like that period of fixtures there. But in saying that, our final 3 games of the season, all 3 winnable games in my opinion. At home to Crystal Palace, they're sitting 13th, they're the worst team out of the relegation battle there. Away to Brentford as well, they're sitting 12th in the league, mid-table like Palace. And then we finish off the season at home to Wolves, again, mid-table club this season in 9th place. So certainly still got a big chance to survive relegation this season. If we win away to West Ham, that certainly boosts our odds significantly in today's episode. Anyway, let's get to this first game then. A massive game, a cup final you'd call it, away to West Ham. Unfortunately, since the last episode, we picked up 2 serious injuries as well. And unfortunately for us, they're in 2 attacking positions as well, which is really, really disappointing. Taylor Richards, who's out of an injury anyway, he just came back. Not even to full fitness, and he picked up, unfortunately for us, damaged cruciate ligaments. Yeah, really, really disappointing. Out between 5 to 7 months. I think it's safe to say he's missing the season. He's also going to be out for the start of next season as well, so that's really, really disappointing. He's one of the better players of the season, so to miss him for, yeah, as I said, he was out for a couple of months already, I think it was. Yeah, lower back stress fracture, out for 6 weeks. He came back, and he got damaged cruciate ligaments in the game versus Newcastle, so yeah, really disappointed in that. Taylor Richards is a good option to have for us because he can play in 4 different positions there. And as I said, he's been quite good this season. Only played 20 games as well, 4 goals and 2 assists. Certainly going to miss him. But also another player injured as well is another big loss, especially a player who's on good form as well. Tony Springer, he's out for the season as well, which is really, really disappointing. He broke his ankle against Forest, out between 2 to 4 months. So these injuries here, these 2 injuries up the top for us, well, could become crucial come end of the season. But of course, we cannot make too many excuses. We still got to get the job done somehow or another. But Tony Springer was playing really well. As you see in the last 2 games, he got 2 assists against Newcastle. And then he got 2 assists against Forest as well. 4 assists in 2 games. And he got injured in that game as well, broken his ankle. So really, really disappointing. Springer's a great player for us as well. Can play in 5 different positions there. And he's a great crosser of the ball as well, which is very important for our wing play system now. So to lose Springer and Richards, really, really disappointing. Hayden Coulson's back from his damaged cruciate ligaments though, but obviously Hayden Coulson's fallen down the pecking order now. He's now 3rd choice left back, so he won't make too much difference to the team. And to miss Richards and Springer, really, really disappointing. Also, David Helm was suspended, of course. He got sent off against Arsenal. So in terms of the team sheet, well, Vucic is back in goal, because Peacock Farrell had a poor run of form, 3 poor games in a row, looked out of sorts. I put Vucic back in for the Arsenal game, and although he conceded 4 goals, he put in a decent match rating of 6.9, so he started off quite well. We can't blame him because conceding all those goals. Arsenal are a much better team than us. Kessler Hayden starts right back. Ito starts left back. We've got Steele and Aguiar centre backs. Unfortunately, Aguiar is definitely getting overplayed, but he's by far our best centre back at the club currently, in terms of form at least. And yeah, can't afford to drop him to rest him or anything like that. So he has to keep going through it. His natural fitness is a problem. 8 natural fitness is why he can't play 2 games in a week. But you know, it's not even 2 games in a week really. It's 1 game a week, and still he's not fully fit for the game week on a Saturday. So it proves how bad his natural fitness is. Also got Matazzo starting there as a ball midfielder. Got Ollison starting as the Carolero, and Harper as centre midfielder on attack. Also got Scott on the right wing. Alex Scott, that is. And we've got Dominguez on the left wing and Pellegrini up front. So unfortunately, as I said, we're missing these 2 players in the attacking option. So the attacking option is not looking too good now. We've got Larson and Yakubu on the bench though. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't pick up any more serious injuries come now to the end of the season. But West Ham away from home. Can we start off the episode with a win? Let's find out. Before we get started with this West Ham game, guys, please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. It's really, really important. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out, and you much appreciate as well. So let's get started with this game then. As I said, this is a massive, massive game for us. Can we win away from home again for the 3rd time this season now? We didn't even win a game away from home until the last episode, and now we're turning out to be a little bit of a party crashers away from home. So let's see what we can do here. And 4 minutes in, we're on a highlight already. Adam Steele with a long throwing attempt. Ito heads it down. Pellegrini, Matazzo. Oh my word, what's the keeper doing? Trubin. Is he the goalkeeper for Shakhtar Donetsk in real life? I think he is. He fumbles it there, got a corner out of it. Dominguez to take it. Cross in. Aguiar's there, no. It comes back to Dominguez though. He crosses in again. Oh my word. We're certainly on top here in the early stages, but unfortunately, we couldn't score a goal there. 8 minutes in, back on the highlight again. West Ham with a dangerous free kick. Ito clears it. Dominguez has some composure, mate. Yes, come on, got a chance here. Don't get the ball away. Yes, Matazzo, come on. Scott, he's through. He's got to score. He's got to score, Scott. Get in. What a lovely start to this game. What a lovely start to the cup final. Come on. Alex Scott with a goal. Playing him out of position today on the right wing. He can play there. And, well, he's got a goal already. Lovely little break there from the free kick. I knew we had a chance here. I just hope we didn't give the ball away. Matazzo. Haven't said many good things about him this season. But a lovely ball forward from him. And Alex Scott with the goal. What a lovely start to this match. As I said, as long as we beat the teams we can beat, we don't have to worry about the top 6 clubs. It'd be nice to pick up points against them, of course, but if we can win these games, that's great. Obviously, there's a long way to go in this game yet. They get the ball away, though, but then Aguiar with such a lack of composure there. Kurt Zuma on the right wing, not usually where you see him. Oh, my word. What a save from Vucic that was. Onto the crossbar. Well, he's taken his chance so far in goal, that is for sure. Peacock Farrell was a number 1, but he went all iffy, put Vucic back in. Already made a big save in this game. Well, 30 minutes in, not much is happening, to tell you the truth. West Ham are dominating possession, but we're winning the game. They're not really creating anything in the game at all. We're creating more chances than them, and of course we're 1-0 up. So at the moment, things are going all right. At half-time, it's 1-0. If it stays 1-0 to the end of the game, then this is a massive, massive result for us. As I said, more breathing space. We kind of need some breathing space going into those next 4 fixtures. So it would be nice if we can get 5 points clear of West Ham relegation zone. Of course, there's still a long way to go yet. Well, they're dominating possession, but they're not really doing much with it. So I'm sticking with the same style at the moment, sticking with the same thing. I'll see if I change it throughout the game. But 72% possession for them, but doesn't really matter because at the moment we are on top. And 15 minutes into the second half, and we're still on top. Yet to see a highlight in the second half. Alex Scott has got a serious injury. Well, not serious injury. He's got a slight injury, sorry. And, yeah, can't really risk him, to tell you the truth. Let's put on Larson for him. Larson's been poor recently. That's why Scott's starting there today. But see what Larson can do in this game. Dominguez has been poor as well. No, I'm going to bring on Gonzalez. Put on the right. I'm going to put Larson as the inverted winger on attack there. Alright, 28 minutes to go. Can we hold on to this lead? Here's Sotil. To Alaba. That's right, that is David Alaba. Or David Alaba, however you want to call him. Playing for West Ham these days. Of course, he's about 35 or 36 now, I think he is. It certainly isn't a great game to watch, that is for sure. Don't think the spectators have been massively thrilled in today's game, but the Portsmouth fans won't care too much for winning the game 1-0. Another couple of changes. I put Guevara on for Kessler Hayden. Guevara is the new Peruvian player we've signed. Although he's not great going forward, not great at all, he's our best defensive right back apart from Adam Steele. So Guevara comes in for Kessler Hayden there. Also, I have brought on Canute, a player I forgot to mention is back from injury. Nowhere near fully fit though, but he comes on as well to replace Ollison as the Carolero and support there. Also gone to Cautious, put a low block in there as well and stopped the fullbacks overlapping. Can we hold on to a lovely win here away to West Ham? 18 minutes to go. They're not created too much in the game, but they have had most of the momentum in the game. So they've created more chances than us now, dominating possession, but we don't really care about that. We care about results. 7 minutes to go here. Be devastated we concede a late equaliser. Oh, God. Wow. Lovely. Lovely. Well, this is guaranteed to be a penalty. He was touched, he went over in the box. The referee's going to go check his TV over here, but I think it's safe to say we know what's going to happen here. Lovely. Aguiar bigged him up before the match as well. Best centre-back of the club. And he's given away a penalty with 5 minutes to go. Lovely. Lovely. Vucic, can you be a hero here? Who's taking the penalty? Alaba's taking the penalty. Oh, he should have saved it. Yeah, he should have saved it. He should have saved it. Oh, my word. He dived the right way. He got a hand to it as well, but a poor hand. Well, we're not staying cautious when we're chasing wins. We're going positive now. Opening us up a little bit might be a little bit of a bad decision if we're going to concede again, but this is the time to take risks this time of the season, isn't it? We can't just sit back now and hope that we hold on to a draw. Got to do something. Well, I've actually taken off Adam Steele, put Guevara at centre-back, which is definitely a risk. I put Gonzalez back at right wing-back and attack, and I've brought on Yakubu as an inside forward for the last 5 minutes here. Gone positive, not going to go attacking, that's just stupid, but I'm going to stay positive and just see what happens, I guess. See what happens here, but devastated with that. Aguiar, our best centre-back, giving away a penalty. I think that's it. Well, a draw is not terrible. A draw is not terrible. At least we didn't lose, but to be leading the game for, what, 76 minutes of the match to go and concede a late penalty like that. It's devastating. It's also more devastating the fact that Vucic should have saved the penalty. He died the right way. It wasn't a great penalty, but he couldn't save it. But at the end of the day, a draw away to West Ham is not terrible. It keeps us ahead of them, that is for sure. I don't know what the other teams have done. We'll see after this game. This is what I mean when I say I'm not fully happy with the tactic, but the good thing is it's getting us out results. Some sort of results is better than no results, so it's good in that regard. We're still 2 points clear of the relegation zone then. Only Middlesbrough played away to Liverpool. They lost 3-0. Still Southampton, Brighton, Middlesbrough game in hand. Southampton and Brighton have still got to play their game as well, so we'll see what they do. Alex Scott picked up an injury as well. Another injury in the forward options there. Only 5 to 8 days of a pulled groin, but it looks like he's going to miss the Chelsea game, which is, again, annoying, especially after he scored the first goal in the game. Talking of Chelsea, though, we've got to play them next, of course. Can we win that game, though? We haven't won at home since we beat Southampton 4-0 at home, but we did beat Man City at home earlier on in the season. And we've also taken points away to Tottenham as well. So certainly got a chance here at home to Chelsea, and I wouldn't be fully surprised if we did win this game, but I am expecting a loss. Chelsea at home coming up next. Okay, here we are. It's time for Chelsea at home. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the win against West Ham there. But can we beat Chelsea at home? That'd be a lovely way to end off the episode. I doubt it, but the fact that they're sitting 7th in the league tells me they haven't been fully convincing this season. However, they're much better than us, aren't they? Also, Brighton just beat Nottingham Forest at home in a massive bottom of the table clash there. Even 1-0 at home, and that means they leapfrog us. But fortunately for us, Southampton and Brighton both lost in that game week there. So we still remain 2 points clear of relegation zone. But as I said, if we beat Chelsea at home here, we'll go 5 points clear of relegation zone minimum because no other teams are playing here on the Saturday. Also, we just had our yearly youth intake, and I think it's actually the first time I've had a decent youth intake in the series here. I've actually got quite a good lot of youngsters come through. Dwayne O'Keefe and Daniel Dixon are the 2 highest prospects there, 4.5 stars. You can see we've got a lot, potentially 4 stars here, and a few potentially 3.5 stars as well. So a very, very good youth intake. Very happy with it. Dwayne O'Keefe, obviously these players are all miles away from first team football, but Dwayne O'Keefe, I'm liking the look of him. 19 determination. He's also driven as well. 18 aggression as well. It could be a great DM in the future. We shall see about that. Whether I'll be at Portsmouth long enough to see him develop is a different question. But in terms of the actual job hunting, I did say in previous episodes I would like to end off the series here with a trilogy. I've changed my mind a little bit because at the moment I feel like, well, I definitely want to see out the season here at Portsmouth, of course, and keep them up. And I actually want to develop the club more in the Premier League. So I don't know what I'm going to do now in terms of a trilogy or not. But at the moment, my sole focus is on Portsmouth for now and for next season. We shall see going forward. Dwayne O'Keefe, though, a DM, potential centre-back as well. He's only 5'11" for now, but of course he's only 15 years of age, so he might grow a bit more yet. We shall see about that. 7 jumping reach doesn't fill me with too much joy, though. So he definitely looks like a DM. He looks like a ball midfielder type, doesn't he? Obviously he needs a lot of work, but definitely promising, We'll see where O'Keefe is in 2 or 3 years' time. And the other one is Daniel Dixon. He's a forward option who can play on the left wing and as a striker as well. Inverted winger there. He's got 17 determination as well, which is nice. He's light-hearted. He's looking a little bit more ready for first-team football. Of course, he's not ready for first-team football, not by any means. But, in a year or two, never know about Dixon. He looks like he's definitely got some big promise about him. I'm not going to show the other guys as well. We've got a Greek guy in there, though. Pantelimon Koutros. He's a winger. Got a goalkeeper in there as well. So, yeah, very, very happy with this year's youth intake. Actually got some potential players at the club, which is really, really nice. As you can see, though, the under-18s team is looking rather big now. So we can start to take some of those under-18s players and put them in our reserve squad, which would be very nice. Anyway, let's get to the here and now here. Let's get to the most important thing, at home to Chelsea. Okay, here we are, Chelsea at home. I'm definitely nervous about this game. I still feel we've got a chance to win the game, that is for sure. In terms of the team sheet, Guevara comes in at centre-back to replace Aguiar, who unfortunately is on international duty with Mexico under 23s. Another great time for a player to go on international duty. He's going to the Olympics though, so I guess we'll let him off there. I don't know why Olympics are in March. Did the Olympics take place in March? I have no idea. I don't think it does. Anyway, he's at the Olympics, Aguiar. So we're missing him, unfortunately. We're playing with a 5'10" and a 5'11" centre-back today, which is definitely a massive risk. But we're up against Sterling, who's apparently starting up front today. When saying that, apparently Havertz is sitting just behind him, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But in saying that, I'll be more nervous with Digbereku or Ndiaye in centre-back there, because them two are absolutely useless. So I've risked it today. I'm playing with 2 short centre-backs, which is definitely a risk. Ito and Keslane remain in the as full-backs. Canute starts today's game as well, to replace Ollison. And also Renier starts to replace Harper. Harper's been in very, very poor form in the last 5 games. So giving Renier a go today. Also, David Helm starts up front to replace Pellegrini. Pellegrini has been poor in the last 5 games as well. And also Pellegrini, those 2 goals he scored against Villa in the last episode are the 2 goals he scored for the club. So he started off really well, but since then he's been rather poor. Helm did do quite well since then. Added a couple of goals to his tally this season. Helm was our top goal scorer this season, by the way, with 6 goals. I think it's safe to say we've got a problem going forward. But we'll see what Helm can do in today's game. Chelsea at home. Can we cause an upset? Let's find out. Well, not even 1 minute into the first half here, we've got a highlight. Chelsea with a corner. It's going to be a devastating start. Oh my word, what a save from Vucic. What a save from Vucic. Made the right call, put him back in goal, didn't I? Chelsea's still on the attack here, though. My word, what a save from him. Bellingham's playing for Chelsea as well these days. The team's looking ridiculous, by the way. Don't know why they're sitting in 7th place. But yeah, it was an early scare for us there. I'm not changing anything for the tactics for individual games until now to the end of the season, really, because to finally find a tactic is actually getting us some results. It took a long time, so I'm just sticking with it as it is now. I'm a bit nervous about this Chelsea system here today, but we shall see how we get on. 29 minutes, and it's still 0-0, so it's going alright so far. Mount with a free kick though, and Vucic with another good save. He's turned out to be quite a good goalkeeper so far in the last 3 or 4 games. Looking rather good. They got a corner out of it though, Mount to take it. You know, we're not looking to get a draw in today's game. We're looking for wins. That's what we want. We want wins. Obviously, it's going to be very hard. And we're probably going to lose the game. But what is going on with our right wingers, by the way? They just keep getting injured. Is it a secret pact between the rest of the Premier League clubs? Make sure you injure Portsmouth's right winger. What is happening? Richard Springett, then Scott, now Larson. My word. Here's Jimenez for Chelsea to Ryan. Not sure who Ryan is. Must be a regen. Yeah, he's a regen. I looked at him before the game. Oh, that's just too. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Shambolic defending there. How was he able to run for about 6 players? That's pathetic. I'm sorry, but that's pathetic. Where's Kai Havertz and composure like that in real life, by the way? That's what Chelsea fans are probably asking. Every time he gets through on goal, he just wasted, doesn't he? What is this, though? What is this? Look at that. Well, why is he running away from the ball? Why is he running away from the ball? Anyway, disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. Mason Mount, aren't you a Portsmouth fan? Hopefully do us a favour today, mate. Get an own goal or something. 4 minutes to go before half-time. Helm wins the ball out nicely there. That's not what we want to see him in the pitch. We want to see him up top in the pitch. Ito, a ball forward to Dominguez. We've got a chance here in the game. Are you sure? Renier. Oh. Looks set up for a beautiful volley for Renier there, but unfortunately didn't go to him. They got the ball. We're still in their half of the pitch, but maybe not for long. Here is Mount, the Portsmouth fan, I believe he is. Steele does well there to intercept. Renier, don't get the... What are you doing? Why didn't you just pass it easier? Had a chance to get forward there, Renier. He's playing like an absolute donut. Anyway, we're on the attack again. Here's Kessler Hayden. Renier, got to score. You've got to score. He does score. Get in. Get in. 1-1 in the game. That's what we like to see. Renier in for today's game. Another good decision by me that Harper's been poor recently. Been by far our best midfielder of the season, Harper, but can't keep him in with those sort of average ratings. And Renier comes in and he scores. Get in. Lovely weighted pass from Kessler Hayden there. Renier with the goal. This first half's been quite even, you'd say. Not well. Chelsea have created more of the chances, but we're certainly in the game. So yeah, going in 1-1 is quite nice, and there's a potential for a victory or a draw in today's game. That is for sure. We're not getting so dominated in today's game in terms of possession like we did against West Ham there, so that's nice. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy though. Not happy, boys. Give me more. I want the win. I'm greedy. A nice end to the first half there though. But of course, if you're going to pick a team to win, you'd still pick Chelsea. They're still the favourites in the game, of course. But 5 minutes to go. The game is, I wouldn't say it's fully in the balance, but it's not fully over to Chelsea's side in terms of the scales. So, certainly got a chance. Well, Larson with his injury is scaring me, so take him off. Pretty much running out of options now in the forward options, to tell you the truth. We put Gonzalez there again as a winger on support. Obviously, Alex Scott is out for today's game as well. Also, Helm hasn't been great today, so we'll take him off. And I'll bring on Pellegrini again, give him another chance to see if he can actually do something. We know he can do something. He scored 2 goals against Villa. Come on, boys. 20 minutes to go. Can we get a win here? Got a corner. Dominguez to take it. Pellegrini. No. Still on the highlight, though. It's Guevara. Nah, poor cross. Cruciate wins the header, though. So there's Bellingham. Ito, nice interception there. Stay on the highlight. Here's Guevara. Back to the goalkeeper. Here's Steele, though. To Matazzo. There's Gonzalez. Get in. Oh, he might be offside. Oh, no. Devastating. Benjamin Dominguez with a goal. He hasn't been great this season, Dominguez. Could it be the second goal, though? Oh. You know what? I was quietly confident I might be awarded there. That's devastating, that is. Ah, he went too early, didn't he? He went too early. But we've got a chance here in this game. It's even now. We've been the better team in the second half. Come on, boys. Matazzo's on a yellow card and he's nervous and he's tired. That is a recipe for disaster. So let's take him off. And you know what? Let's bring on Ollison. Ollison never stays back though, so we'll put Cruciate there. But Ollison as a Carolero. You know, that'll do. That'll do. 18 minutes to go. Look at the match stats here. It's very even now. Look at this little momentum we have in the second half. 10 minutes to go. Here's Steele. To Ito. Oh, how have you done that? How have you done that? Nothing stupid. Composure. Oh, just so many opportunities for just a simple pass. They can't do that. Oh, lovely. That's 2-1 then. Where is the composure? Where is the composure? Oh, my word. Calamity of errors there in that highlight. We had acres of space as well. We had so much space at the back there. And how could Ito just pass it to Szymanski? I have no idea. Nice ball forward from him, to tell you the truth. But that is not... Well, we have to go for it now, don't we? 9 minutes to go. Going to be positive now. Well, I've gone positive. I've also brought on Harper as well. We've got a highlight straight from kickoff here as well, by the way. Here's Dominguez. Can we make it 2-2 straight away? Oh, he puts it in a dangerous area. You know what? I'll be very disappointed if we lose this game because we've been quite alright in this game. So, it'll be disappointing. Gone positive for the last 10 minutes or so here. 5 minutes to go back on the highlight. We've definitely got a chance here. Here's Ollison. Plays it forward. Oh, my, whoa. I was hoping for a calamity there. I was hoping for a calamity. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Played Ollison as a ball midfielder and support now as well. So, definitely going to leave ourselves a little bit open at the back now. Could go 3-1. Which is a little bit unjust, isn't it? What word? No. Bellingham, what a player he is, isn't he? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's Valstra. Kesleiden gets the ball back though. Here's Guevara. Come on, boys. Harper's on the pitch now. Gonzalez. Come on. Be heroes here. Get a draw. Pellegrini got a score, man. How have he missed? How have he missed? Oh, what a miss. What a miss on Pietro Pellegrini. Terrible. Let's go attacking now. We didn't deserve to lose this game. Especially for our second half display here. Disappointing. Couple minutes to go. I think it's over. It is over, isn't it? Oh, that's annoying, that is. That's annoying, that is. Yeah, said about partnership today. It certainly did backfire a bit, doesn't it? Guevara with a 6 rating. You never like to see that. And Steele with 6.3. Oh, well. Oh, well. Well, that's... You know what? The cliche is, if we can play like that against Chelsea, we've certainly got a chance against the next 3 teams. Well, 2 of them away from home, so maybe not. Maybe I'm talking about my arse, but... One point out of the episode today is disappointing. Really, really disappointing. We 1-0 up against West Ham with 5 minutes to go. And we had chances here against Chelsea. We actually had more shots than Chelsea in the game. And you'd argue the case that a draw is a fair result. So, yeah, it's really disappointing that. Really, really disappointing. But what can we do? Got to move on. Got to move on. Do we stay out of the relegation zone? Well, I'm sure we do, unless all the teams won. Well, Nottingham Forest lost to Brighton, of course. Let's see what happens in the other games. Well, I'm not going to wait around to show you guys the results from the other teams here, because Stoke are at home to Tottenham, and Stoke, well, I think it's safe to say Stoke are doomed, barring an absolute miracle. West Ham away to Arsenal, so West Ham should lose that game. I don't know when the other teams are playing, but we're still 2 points clear of the relegation zone, so that is still nice. It would have been nicer, though, of course, we had 2 wins out of today's episode. We'd now be 7 points clear of the relegation zone. And let's be honest, 2 wins out of the episode certainly could have happened the way we played. Away to West Ham, we were worse than what we was at home to Chelsea. And the fact that we lost home to Chelsea makes me even more annoyed than the West Ham result. Should have got at least a draw there. Disappointing. Anyway, our next 3 games are nightmare fixtures, as I said. Away to Man United, 6th in the league, needed some sort of miracle to get a draw there. But as I said, we did draw away to Tottenham earlier on in the season, so it's definitely not impossible. At home to Liverpool, got home advantage there, but it's been very, very hard for us to get a win there. I think a draw is the best we can hope for over Liverpool, and even that is a tall order. Away to Man City as well. Well, you know what? If we get 1 or 2 points out of these 3 games, I'll be happy with that. And in terms of the next episode, guys, well, you probably guessed it. I'm going to bring you back for a triple header. The final 3 games of the season. At home to Palace, away to Brentford, and then at home to Wolves. If we go into that next episode, out of the relegation zone still, I'll see that as a massive plus, to tell you the truth. You know, when it comes to relegation battles in real life, something needs to happen extraordinary for a team to secure survival. So, you never know what could happen. We could beat one of these 3 teams here. You know, I said I highly doubt we'll beat Man United or Man City away from home. I think the only chance really we've got for a win is at home to Liverpool, and that's a tall order. I said 2 points out of these games, you know, or 1 point is certainly better than 0 points. And, you know, 1 point could be the difference between us staying up or going down. It probably will come down to 1 or 2 points, how tight it is at the bottom there. Maybe even goal difference. So, yeah, it could be nice if we get a point or 2 points out of these 3 games here. Could have done a lot better in today's episode, and maybe that will come back to bite us into the season. We shall see. But in the next episode, guys, as I said, Palace at home, Brentford away, and Wolves at home. We've certainly got a chance to pick up a couple of wins in those 3 games. Whether we'll do it or not is a different question. You'll find out in the next episode. And that is it for me, guys. Please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out, and it's much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.